Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Flawed TMI. Today we're going to have a little bit of extra, ambiance or noises because hello, look at the beautiful boy. Oh. Well, anyway, I had such a beautiful last night. Was out dancing to the early, well, not to the early, but didn't actually get to bed until out on the other side of 3. Well, let me give a little backup. First, I went to a backyard boogie, had a great time, danced my little toesies off, met some nice, incredible people. Shout out to all you guys. As well as right afterwards, my sister and friends, we all decided to go out to eat afterwards. And then, went back to her place because it was much too late for me to have driven home. So I stayed at her place, got in, I would say, on the other side of 3 and back on the road at 6 because, you know, something, that warrior mom, you don't sleep. And I was inspired. I wanted to put out this vlog because the interesting thing that as I was driving, I had this revelation because I had a nice little view of myself as I was driving, and I have never given myself this pat on the back of the strength that I do have. As I was driving, I sat back and God really designed things to be perfectly in order, you know. Gotta love my little geese. I guess we're gonna substitute geese for airplanes. I guess this content was a little too hot and heavy for them. Anyway, or everyone's a critic. Either or. So what ended up happening was as I was driving, I realized, or have always known, that my father is is a Leo, my mother's a Leo, and the woman that raised me was a Leo. And in Leo season, I tend to sit back and I wonder about what that message I was getting in that moment. And the message that I received in that moment was that I was sitting back and I was looking and going, it took a lot of, good morning. It had taken a great deal of, good morning. It had taken a great deal of strength because in growing up in Tennessee, one of my favorite shows that I used to love to watch, now this is really showing age, was Marlon Perkins of Mutual of Omaha, Wild Kingdom. And I used to religiously used to love to watch, you know, the animal shows. And to this day, I still kind of sort of do. But as I was watching it, it put a big thing in mind. Good morning.
Morning.
It put a good thing in mind that I was raised in a pride. And I don't mean pride in the biblical sense. I'm keeping it more along the line of the animal kingdom. I was raised in a pride. So even with all the abuse and neglect, I learned strength. I learned survival. I sit back and I am my own predator, you know? You sit back and you watch how they go out and they hunt, you know? They never ever quite go after, you know, when a lion goes after, make a wish. Oh, he's a big guy. Can you see him? I think he's calling the buddies. At any rate, so what ended up happening was that morning. What ended up happening is that I realized that they always knew who to single out. They knew exactly how to hunt. And I have survived so many obstacles, so many things, to a point that when you sit back and really, good morning, when you sit back and realize all the things that you have endured, I am that survivor. I am that predator. I tackled life. I gotta, you know how Facebook give you those where were you type of, you know, flashback memories and so on. And 2 years ago, I'm in a hospital bed. And now I'm sitting back, and I'm not saying it is on my terms because I respect death. I do. But I also, I revel in living. And I sit back and I will not, and I don't want anyone to ever waste your opportunity of life or living. Not just surviving, not just going, knowing that your bedtime is 8, you get up at 6 to be ready for work and just keep the routine up. But I mean to actually go out there and do what you need to do in order for, whether it's for yourself, for your family, for your, whatever your motivation is. Because I could have very easily perished on just being in that hospital bed or falling on my knees and just letting go. If I'm going to go, I'm going out as a fighter. I'm going out as that lion, looking at however that prey is presenting itself. Because they're not going after the low-hanging fruit. They're not going after the weakling straggling. They're going after someone still vital, something that sharpens their nails, their talons, to sit back and be their claws, rather. Birds have talons. So I apologize, Mr. Perkins. It sit back and it pushes you to sit back. Good morning. It pushes you as to the majority of your life is not meant to be in suffering. We can, at a point in time, you make a choice. I have a lineage behind me. I'm making a conscious choice for when they view me, because just because of poor choices and so on makes it difficult for them to sit back and say, well, let me walk up to you and let me ask you directly. I'm leaving my blueprint of filmography, cinematography? No, it's not cinematography. At any rate, it's early in the morning, so please forgive me, because what I did was go to sleep, got up. This is leftover makeup, leftover clothing, raw, flawed, as is, accept it. So all I'm saying is I'm putting it out there to make certain that, good morning, that I'm making, oh, look at the cute boy. Okay, I'm making certain that it is what it is in life. And when I say it is what it is, most people say it as almost defeatist. You know, it's almost like they sit back and they say, it is what it is, and they just let go. I'm saying it is what it is, making my wish. I'm saying it is what it is because on my terms, as my claws are sharpened, I'm fighting in life, I'm thriving in life, I am living life, and I am allowing myself to love myself in this moment of life. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm allowing myself in this moment to be all I need to be. So when I go home and see my young man that I didn't get to see last night, and he will know that this warrior, this fighter, this person that he sees, and he has the privilege of saying mom to did, and until she is done, everything in her godly possibilities to be everything he needs and then some. I will not, I repeat over and over again, I will not allow myself to fall backwards. If I'm going to fall, I will fall forward, reaching my goals and doing everything that I need to do to, in my eyes, be successful. And I'm not there yet. I'm only just getting started. I know, yep, I'm on the other side of 50, but the fight has just begun. God bless you guys. Make a goal. If you don't have a goal, present a goal. Do something. But by all means, don't just roll up and play dead and give up. The sunshine, the sunset. We're not in the sunset. This is the early morning. This is still sunrise. Go out and make your day count. I love you all. And you guys know what to do. If you like this content, thumb it up. Subscribe. Put up notifications, because I'm going to keep putting it out there. I love you guys dearly, but this is for me, because I am getting healthier and better just by me living in my truth, understanding who I am, what I am, why I am, and more importantly, investing in you. God bless.